Hello, everybody, and welcome to our fourth candidate interview. So today we have John Wesley Chisholm. And just to clarify, the progressive conservative candidate in Halifax Citadel-Sable Island is Sherry Morgan, and she was unable to participate in some of our debate proceedings this week. So instead, we have John Wesley Chisholm. He's the progressive conservative candidate in the neighboring riding of Halifax Chebucto. He's also formerly the PC candidate in Halifax Citadel-Sable Island during the last election in 2017. John, it's so nice to have you. How are you doing today?
It's nice to be here. Yeah, the riding boundaries changed. So that's how this all came. So it literally is different sides of the road. So Halifax Chebucto is on the north side of Jubilee, and I live on the south side of Jubilee, which is in fact the Halifax Citadel-Sable Island.
Oh, there you go, John. So, well, let's just get into it. The first question that we have for you today, sir, is just tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running in Halifax.
Oh, good question. So I grew up in Waverley. I thought I was going to be a carpenter. I ended up going to business school, and then just as I got out of business school, I got a record deal. I had a band, I got a record deal. So long story short, accountant plus rock and roll musician equals television producer is where I ended up. So I'm a television producer. I work mostly with National Geographic, Discovery. I make a series here in Nova Scotia called Hope for Wildlife, which is maybe the defining feature of my life's work. And yeah, that's where I am. So I'm a diver, sailor, ocean person, and TV producer.
That's awesome, man. So why do you think that you're making a great candidate for the Halifax area? Why are you running with us?
I can't not do it. I'm just one of these people. I will tell you, my conscience won't release me from the problems of the day. So whether I'm in politics or just citizen, you know, things just stick out to me. And if you Google me, you will see 20 years of me speaking out, you know, whether it's about the environment, development, convention center, seniors pharmacare. I just get drawn into these things. I can't not do it. So here I am because I have to be here. And my intention is not to be a politician in the traditional sense. I'm offering for a term in public service.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the second question we have is, what is the most important issue to you in this election and why?
Yeah, I told you about Hope for Wildlife. So I've spent the last 12 years at the point where people and wildlife meet. That's the front line of environmental issues. I work with animals like Nova Scotia black bear that are, I'll call barometer issues. And I think we've lost the plot. When I was a kid, I grew up by a lands and forest depot, and the people who worked there were stewards of the land. They were stewards of the environment. They were interested in game, but because they were interested in game, they wanted to increase our natural world in every way. And we lost that plot somewhere along the way, and we turned into marketers and salespeople of a commodity that is the forest, and it's wrong. It's wrong, and we got to stop. We have to revalue our forest and our natural environment, and we do that through the way the departments are organized and the way our priorities are organized, and we help the world by just stopping burning things and cutting things down. We just have to.
Absolutely, John. Absolutely. So again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I know you're not running in Halifax Citadel-Sable Island. You're running in Halifax Chebucto. So for the students that are watching this, of course, the riding that Halifax Citadel-Sable Island is in is where SMU is. But yeah, one thing we do know is that a lot of St. Mary's students also live in Halifax Chebucto. It's where a lot of our student housing is. So John, if you were elected as the next MLA in Halifax Chebucto, what would be the first thing that you tackle as an MLA? What would be the first issue that says, I'm going to get this done?
It's a big issue, okay? I think we have too much government, too many layers of bureaucracy, too many layers of management. And I want to be part of the government that Nova Scotia is waiting for. And that's the government that pushes our resources back down to the front lines where people need them. The help people need in healthcare, the wages people need to be nurse practitioners and doctors, the tools and resources and money that teachers need. It has to be pulled down from this overwhelming bureaucracy, given the size of our province, and pushed back to the front line. And that's the sole reason I'm here, is because I think with my background in business and finance, I have I'm gonna say fortitude, maybe it's not exactly the right word, but I have the fortitude to be part of a team that takes on that challenge that the past elected governments in Nova Scotia for the last generation each has looked very much like the last, because I don't think they've had the fortitude to do this work. I think that I could be part of a team that did.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Now, the next question we have is just for all of the students that are watching here today. What is the PCs? What is a PC government going to do to ensure that their lives are easier after the election?
Yeah. So here's a big idea issue, a big idea platform point. So the PC platform says that people under 25 should not pay any taxes on their first $50,000 in income. Okay. And that means that any resources that you create for yourself are yours at that point in your life, where we want you to be taking chances, to try things out, to experiment, to boldly go, to start up, whatever it is your imagination has you start up. And we believe that's a first step. We're in lockstep with the other parties. This is the interesting thing about Nova Scotia. We're doing very good. We all agree what nice and right looks like. So all the parties, you could hardly put a piece of paper between them. But this notion that people under 25 shouldn't pay taxes on their first $50,000 in income is a kind of equitable, broad-based thing that we think would inspire and encourage young people and students in particular.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, John, just to give students an opportunity to connect with you and what you're doing, can you tell us a fun fact about yourself, something that you want us to know?
I can tell you a couple things. I made a film called Chasing Wild Horses about Sable Island, which is in your riding. And it's a pretty well-known documentary. It's about a man named Roberto DeTesco. He's a New York City fashion photographer who went to Sable Island to film the horses as if they were supermodels. And he now has a standalone gallery in Soho in New York City where we sell Sable Island horse prints. So that thing. I have a Juno Award. I had a band when I was young called the Johnny Favorite Swing Orchestra. So I have a gold record and a Juno Award. And I once, here's something that's, I have an award for explosive ordnance disposal because I once found a bomb and helped defuse it.
That's really cool, John.
So yeah, I have this thing from the U.S. Navy for bomb diffusing.
No way. That's really cool. That, I have to say, John, you took the coolest fact of the interviews. That's a really, really cool fact. So anyway, John, thank you so much for joining us today. And for all of the students who are watching this right now, just to let you know, again, John Wesley Chisholm, he's the Progressive Conservative candidate in Halifax, Chebucto. We're actually hosting the Halifax Citadel-Sable Island Riding debate. But again, the candidate Sherry Morgan is unable to attend. And we have John Wesley, who has been so kind to join us and representing the Progressive Conservatives at our debate.
Thank you so much. If I could leave you with one thing out the door, you're very kind to say Progressive Conservative. I really appreciate it. We're the only Nova Scotian local party. All the other parties are branch offices of national parties. The Progressive Conservative Party is a local party, and we're very proud of our progressive era heritage.
Absolutely, sir. Yes, of course, we should address you as such, as to prevent some confusion, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, folks, again, thank you so much. Thank you, John, so much for participating, and for all the students watching. Right below in the link of this description, you're going to see a little link that'll take you to the live stream for the debate. There's also another link in there that'll take you to submit your questions to the candidates. These questions will be curated this evening and will be put in front of the candidates tomorrow before the debate. And then, of course, we do also have a live section as well. So students will be able to tune into the SMUSA live feed and will be able to ask questions that way as well. So John Wesley, thank you so much again. And we look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see you again. And really appreciate you doing this public service. It's awesome.
Thank you so much, sir.
Goodbye.